Right, part 2 of the Fiat build. Right, obviously we've glued that in, used some Tammy extra thin. Now, I assume this is potentially could be for air ducts or something, but obviously that goes into there. Just literally perfect. Right, these 2 holes you have to drill out. I've drilled them out with a 0.8 drill bit. And obviously this piece, then, see, you might be able to see it, there's 2 location lugs, so you've got to make sure that we locate them, which we have. Obviously then we've got to put a decal onto there, which is not a problem. You're looking at the part 10 on the instructions. Obviously this piece has a black air duct fitted to it, so but obviously we've got this over there as well. So right, that's that. Right, now that's obviously got to be glued in. Now on here, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. Oh, you can just about see it. There is like a pin, and obviously we have to put a piece of tube in on it, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So right, I shall just go, because I don't think I've got any water in here. I might have. Let me just have a check. I had to run indoors and get some water. So now we need to cut a decal off the decal sheet, which is decal 10. And that's just off camera, but if you could just bear with me 2 seconds as well. Let's see. We just plop that in there. Just let it soak in the water. Right, so then this bit, we then, once we put this decal on, we then have to fix it on, glue it into the chassis. And obviously it's got location pins, so that's good. Right, then we can put the 2 tubes in. The brakes, I'm sure that probably drums on it. It'd be drum brakes on this. So the drum backings, we'd have to paint them black. God, it doesn't like. Hopefully that's in view. And all I'll do is get a little cotton bud and just roll that out, like so. Let's just get a brush a minute. I'm not happy with it. Don't forget a little toothpick. Basically, we just need it. Now, it just seemed to be sitting over to one side. It was. Let's move the water out of the way. Perfect. All right. Now let's bring this back in. And there we go. Right. Obviously, like I said, we've got pins here. So this locates into there, I would assume. Just literally looking. And to me, it's got to stand up vertical. Okay, perfect. On this one, we're going to use a bit of super glue. It's not a nice fit, to be honest. Just use a bit of Tamiya extra thin. Just to run. Might have to jiggy poke that bit. To me, it just seems a bit. I mean, it's there, isn't it? See, these are the bits I was talking about, so we're just going to move that over to there for a minute. We're going to glue on this. I'll show you, because if everyone's going to be building it, this location lug is too big to go into there, so I had to just file it around a bit. It's just a little bit too big. You're just literally leaving it, like, if I show you, like that. Now, as you can see, closes up proper now. As again, Tamiya extra thin. Just oops, sorry for the shaky cam. Just literally and just put that to one side. Then we've got drill 2 holes, which we'll have to look underneath. And same with this one. I didn't have to do no modifications to this one. It actually was all right. So just a little bit of extra thin in there. Extra thin in there. Just push that in. I mean, we could just run a bit on the inside, because it just create a repel reaction. It naturally follow the natural look, like the groove. Alright, that's them glued. Alright, let's turn it upside down. Obviously we should have possibly, oh no, it doesn't say to drill it before. So these are the two pins we've got to drill. So just get the drill, and that's basically to locate the last, I think it's an air duct, which I'll point out in a minute, 2 seconds. Right, it connects onto here, and it goes across, or what goes into here, but I don't think it fits on this. Obviously we're going to have something else that fits here. Like if I show you this, fits onto there. It's a bit of a weird, you know, because it doesn't tell you. It just goes like that. So obviously we might have something else that connects. Right, so this piece, this tube goes right. You've got a location point there, you can just see it. So obviously only that side's got it, the other side hasn't, so that's actually quite cool. So I was like, well, where does that go? So you just literally line that up like so. Just drop the tammy extra thin. Really, so I need to raise the camera up. I don't mean to keep knocking it. Alright, so as you can see, that one's in. Now it's this one. And I would just imagine you have to line it up with that. And that's it. Alright. I'm going to come back once I've got the drum brakes backings painted, because then the next bit of building we're going to do will be the engine. So I'll be right back. It's been a few days since that last clip. I've come down with the dreaded man flu, so whilst being off camera I've done quite a bit of a painting session. So right, in the last clip we was talking about the drum brakes, wasn't we? Let me just go back on the instructions. Yeah, so let's get the, according to the book, they just need to be painted black. So you have to excuse me sniffing and all that palaver. Right. Just trying to work out. They're both 1H, it don't really matter, does it? Is that how they go on? Let's just have a look. Obviously all this has been heated and down, because none of this steering stuff is actually glued in. And then we come back, because I'm going to get quite stressed out. Right, welcome back. They're on. It's a bit tricky because you have to support them so that they don't, because obviously if you're pushing through you don't want to break them. So yes, so that's all done. Right, I'm going to gather all the bits up for the engine and we're going to start putting the engine together. Right. As you can see, obviously I've glued all this part together because it'd just be easier, to be honest. So painted this Mr. Hobby 1500 surface of black, and this was Mr. Hobby's 211 chrome silver, then overcoated with Tamiya flat clear, I think it is. Yeah, flat clear. So let's see, we've got all that bit all glued together, so let's get cracking. I'll do this bit live, obviously I'll see how I feel. So right, we've got to make sure, obviously the gearbox goes onto here. So it's just a matter of checking things. With the gearbox we've got to do a bit of something to go inside of it. And then we've got this has got location bungs on it, so we know where everything's got to go. What I'm going to do is a mixture of super glue and Tamiya extra thin. Right, now I'm going to put this to one side for a minute. We're going to do the gearbox. Right, with the gearbox, see, we've got these holes here, so we've actually got to build the looks of it like what your drive shafts would sit on. They're all H parts. Excuse for the sniffing. Right, so we need 23, which is there, and 15, which is there. Obviously, because on this kit you get two of the same sprues, so then we need 15 again. And 23, which is there. I'll move them to one side for the minute. Then we need to get, that's it, yes. Alright, now we've got to get a piece of tube, and it's saying tube A, so how do I distinguish what tube A is? Oh, here we go. Where's the box of tricks? Bag of tricks. What's there in here? Tube A is estimated 15mm. To cough off camera. Right, the way you can distinguish these are little pieces in length. I mean, this should be an estimated 15mm. Right. So we've got to cut this 9mm. So I'll see on my map, which obviously you can't see, but we have numbers. Just leveled it up. So it's got to be 9mm. See, there it is. Now we've got to put this piece into there, like so. But I think we're going to have a little bit of glue. Jobs are good. Then obviously the same again. Yep. Perfect. And obviously that goes onto there like so. And obviously this go into there. It's not saying don't glue. Like so. Like so. Jobs are good. That's the gearbox built. So we can bring this back over now. because obviously these pieces have dried. See, the gearbox goes on there like so. Got location plugs. So that's like so. That's the start motor. Okay, it's onto there. Start motor. Obviously, again, I'm really sorry for sniffing. Here's a good one. Right, now we've got to do distributor, which goes into here. Then we've got to do 2 tube Bs, which we've got to do 50mm long. Let's just carry on for the minute. See, little the oil cap. You just got to make sure everything is the right orientation. And that when you drop it, let's move that to one side. This is pipe B. Sorry for all the jump nut cuts. Really, I would assume this is pipe B. this has got to be 320mm, which that is. Right, and I need 2 at 50. So I'm just cutting it just off of camera. Bring it back. So one's got to go onto here, then onto the outer of the distributor. That one. We get that one on as well. So these obviously just, I assume, go over the top. Right, so this one here goes to the top. That one goes to the bottom, like so. She's looking good. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna just let that set up for a little bit. Trying to think. I'll probably get some more bits painted off camera, then I'll come back once we start assembling. Once we've got all the engine done then, so I'll be right back. Just to the side of me, I've got all the other parts to finish the engine build. So obviously this is how far we've got. Put the detail on there, which is looking really relatively nice. Quite pleased with it actually. So let's bring you in a little closer. And this, right, this is the first time I've got photo etch to put on as well. Now these photo etch parts go one behind the gearbox and have one there, which I think's mad. But it is what it is. So I think it's just slightly off camera. First time for me to be using some photo etch. Can't really see that one. It says Abarth. Let's do this one. Going to do this, then I'm going to set up a time lapse. Job's a good one. Excuse me, I might put a bit of panel wash in that. See if we can bring that out. But well, I'm going to set you up for a time lapse. We'll knock all this part out. I think we're up to part 12, so we're going to do 13, 14 and 15. And we'll call it. Yeah, because then we'll come back and we'll be rebuilding the rear suspension in the next part of it. I think it'll be part 3, I think. Don't hold me to that, but it should be. No, it won't be. Anyway, this is gonna be, we're just gonna build the engine, then we're gonna finish the video. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, we've got the engine done. Just used a bit of Tamiya panel line just to bring out some colours and that, and to tone some bits and bobs down. I might put some on the exhaust as well. But as you can see, looking really good. The pipe work was a bit of tricky. I think if you catch it in one of the time lapse, this piece here fell off. So, but no, that's the engine done. Now we've got to mount it in the actual engine, in the chassis. Sorry, not the engine. Right. Now, gearbox goes that way. I've got to be careful because I've got a piece of pipe here which they're not really telling you where it actually goes. So let's just have a quick look over. It doesn't actually say where this pipe comes from. Like this tube. I guess I've missed it. But, oh well. Right. I'll see that. Goes in there, so I think. It's going to be a tight fit. Go get that onto there, like so. Let's lift this camera up. Right, we're getting somewhere. Well, I may be stupid, but that exhaust does not. It is obviously. I don't think it is actually. That's where that goes. and sits in there. Let's just see, because we drilled out 2 holes, didn't we? What are the 2 holes for? It's not for the exhaust. So just clock that. It's definitely not for the exhaust. It's the front. Yeah. Alright. But yes. We've literally got that where it needs to be. As you can see, that is looking really cool. I like that. I actually do like that a lot. So we're going to leave that there. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, bye for now.